Weekly update, November 22, a lot of AI updates, exciting week. So first, about Gemini experimental model, which was just released, and it topped the leaderboard. As you see on the right, it is ahead of OpenAI, which is good, which is amazing. So this is so it's new experimental model, ranked #1, excels in various tasks, and so on. We'll see it later. Okay, next is DeepSeek. So DeepSeek is from China. It is open source. It's a new reasoning model, so it's competition to OpenAI O1 models. And it's supposed to be on Hugging Face, although I didn't find it there, but you can go on DeepSeek website and try it. So in fact, if you can go here, well, maybe now they put it on Hugging Face. It's supposed to be open source. Okay, I will not do it now. Open source should be available on Hugging Face. It thinks longer because of reasoning, transparent step-by-step reasoning process, lightweight, can run on smaller GPUs, performs on par with OpenAI O1 preview model, very good at solving logic puzzles. Interface a little bit different. Okay. Next is a whole bunch of different updates. Mistral Le Chat. So you go on the website and they have chat kind of similar to ChatGPT. It has web search, citations, image generation, custom agents, everything. So this is great. Pixtral, big model, well, relatively big, 124 billion parameters, 128 kilotokens context length, great at math, great at image generation, open weight, multimodal. So Pixtral coming from Mistral again. And Mistral Large was updated, 128K context window, improved context understanding, and so on. You can check it on Hugging Face. OpenAI ChatGPT desktop app now reads code directly from various coding environments. I probably need to install it. I haven't installed it yet. Autogen now evolves into a commercial product called AG2. Autogen, just a reminder, it's from Microsoft, and it's a framework to do multi-agent systems for coding or for whatever you need. Anthropic works with government collaborating on AI safety. Figure Robotics humanoid robots are now 400% faster. So this is actually, if you go to the website, you see this animation. I mean, it's really great website, and yeah, great product. Okay, next. Flux 1. So there was a Flux 1 model, but now there are tools. This coming from Black Forest Lab. It's open source image editing tools. So again, great stuff. You can read about it. Next, Qwen 2.5 Turbo. I love Qwen. It's a great model coming from Alibaba from China. And now they increased their context length to 1 million tokens, and it now works faster. So this is a great update. 11 Labs, well known for voice understanding and generation, and now they have these conversational bots with customizable voices, tones, and responsible lengths, response lengths. So you can create your own and customize it to your liking. AI should not control nuclear weapons. It's agreement between US and China. Well, rather not like agreement, it's understanding that human oversight is required when we're dealing with nuclear power. AI is better than humans in medical diagnostics. There are a lot of information about it. NVIDIA's Blackwell AI chips are overheating. So in Blackwell is the latest delivery to OpenAI. Just a reminder, it's faster, it's better, it can work with 4-bit numbers, so this is great. It's the only chip, as far as I know, at this time, which natively supports 4-bit. but unfortunately they're overheating, so they will need to solve this problem. Perplexity introduces AI shopping. I love Perplexity. I use it all the time. I downloaded their app and they have a lot of features. They're using multiple models under the hood. I pay $20 a month or whatever it is to have the pro version of it. It's a great service. Stanford University new AI agent can simulate the personalities of real people. So this is the article. The agents are based on 2-hour interviews with real people, and they're able to replicate interviewers' attitude and behaviors with 85% accuracy. And so great approach. Suno, so it's suno.com. They do music generation and they came up with a new version, V4, which have significant improvements. Google Gemini Advanced remembers user interests and preferences based on user context to give more relevant responses, which is good. GPT-4 Turbo now can do better creative writing, more natural, engaging, and tailored writing. Okay, next. Most of you probably missed, but there was an event, Microsoft Ignite. It was in Chicago and online, and of course it was all about AI. And two things. One is autonomous AI agents. So they have Azure AI Foundry, which is the system to work on AI solutions. And when you go there and you start creating agents, they have multiple ways of doing it. And when you're choosing the model, they have like 1800 AI models to choose from. Well, this is good number. Although if you go to Allama, remember allama.ai, several weeks ago they had 45,000 models there. So number of AI models is huge. But anyway, I guess like 2,000 models is more than enough to fit your needs. Okay, Extropic, probabilistic computing. This is an interesting idea. So you've heard about quantum computing, which doesn't exist anymore, but there is another approach which is based on bits which can, they called probabilistic bits or p bits. They can fluctuate between states, let's say 0, 1, mimicking uncertainty in natural processes. This makes them well suited for tasks like optimization, AI, machine learning. And there is a term thermodynamic computing. It's a probabilistic computing. So, so these machines and this company, Extropic, they're using p bits, not qubits. Qubits for quantum computing requires ultra low temperatures, whatever. It's a separate thing. P bits are purely classical, operate at room temperature, and can be built using different physical well, how to say, effects, including superconducting Jefferson junctions or magnetic memory cells. Probabilistic computers can be used in AI, machine learning, simulations for tasks, and for some tasks they may be 100 million times more energy efficient than GPUs. So these are kind of problems which can be solved, like optimization problems, probabilistic sampling, neural networks, and Monte Carlo methods. There is some specialized hardware which can be used. And to tell you about something similar, it is Fujitsu Digital Annealer. This project actually existed for many years. And I know about it because during COVID, I actually interviewed with them, positioned to work with them. So you see the chip. This chip, it's not a CPU, it's not a GPU, it's a completely separate thing. It has a lot of bits. So now they grew it to 100,000 bits inside this chip, and it solves optimization problems. So think about annealing. Annealing, when you start with a lot of noise and then you like lower the temperature and things kind of settle, and this is a way to find minimal on like when you're looking for optimum, you're looking for a minimum, right? So this is a specialized chip to solve these kind of problems. Anyway, and by the way, they're used on Wall Street for dealing with portfolios. Okay, test time training. This is quite amazing. So this is a new publication from MIT, and let me show you. Okay, this is the actual article, right? Uh, what's the main achievement? It is surpassing the average human score on ARC price. Just a reminder, François Chollet has created this ARC test and ARC price, which are not text-based, but these are geometrical patterns, and models are compared in their ability to solve patterns, to solve something they were not trained on. And now with this type of model, they actually surpass humans. So this is quite amazing. So test time training has three crucial components: initial fine-tuning on similar task, auxiliary task format, and augmentations, and per instance training. Okay, we will not cover this, but this is maybe groundbreaking. So great. AI solutions, fastest growing market in history of mankind. Yes, and this is true. So the rapid rise of AI market is remarkable. Some even call it fastest growing technology in history. Businesses recognizing the potential, key growth drivers, advancement in AI technology, deep learning, LLMs, NLP, computer vision, data explosion to fuel training of algorithms, compute explosion, cloud, huge data centers, specialized chips, energy, including nuclear energy. Global AI market size was valued at 200 billion in 2023, and it's projected to grow at least 36% year after year. So it will be cumulative growth, but frankly, it grows much faster. Unfortunately, nobody agrees on projections, so this is very conservative. Context-aware AI is expected to be the fastest growing segment due to ability to personalize and adapt to user experience. Healthcare and life sciences, they use it a lot, and key players, Google, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, Apple, IBM, Mistral, Baidu, which is like Google of China, Tencent, which is WeChat, right? Alibaba, Huawei, Google, DeepMind, whatever. You see this big list coming from US and Europe and Asia, China. Okay, HeyNeo, automate machine learning. So this is automated data scientist, machine learning engineer. So they tested it against 50 Kaggle competitions and scored a medal in 26% of them. So guys, data scientists, our time is coming to the end because this will automate our jobs. Far superior than previous state-of-the-art performance of 16.9% by OpenAI O1 with IDA scaffolding and MLA bench. So these are some links. It is coming soon. It's not available yet. So it automates data preparation, model selection, training, and deployment. Yeah, this is the founder and CEO of this company. So it's Neo AI, right? Data scientist. Trend toward lower precision. Okay, most LLMs are initially trained using full 32-bit precision, which is 4 bytes. For inference, the precision is often decreased for 16-bit. Low precision needs less CPU and memory, runs faster. For local models, the precision is decreased even more to 4-bit. Quantization below 4-bit causes instability, although there were some advances into that. Active research area, pre-train the model at low precision. Different formats, floating point 4 bits, integer 4 bit, BF4, which BF is brain floating point. It's a format developed by Google that prioritizes dynamic range over precision. BitNet, coming from Microsoft, it was outsourced, and it is 1.5 bit, which is only 3 values, -1, 0, +1. And native hardware support for 4 bits, and this is NVIDIA Blackwell, which I mentioned earlier. So this is the table which shows support for different hardware, right? So you see NVIDIA Blackwell, it has support for both floating point 4 and int 4 native support, whereas others may have support to floating point 8 and int 8. Well, it doesn't mean that it will not work. It will just emulate, not native hardware support. Okay. More updates. François Chollet has left Google. So he was there for 10 years. He's known for creating Keras, which is kind of like a simplified front end for TensorFlow, and also for creating ARC benchmark for AI models. So he's planning to start his own new AI company, probably related to ARC, because this is what he was doing recently. Gemma Scope, a tool developed by Google, which provides insights into Gemma 2 model, how it works inside. Gemma Scope uses sparse autoencoders. When you input text, Gemma Scope highlights the specific concepts the AI is focusing on and shows words or phrases triggered them, which offers detailed look into how the model understands and interprets text. Well, good. So before, people in neuroscience were inserting electrodes in human brain, try to understand and decipher how human brain works. So now they're developing tools to stick electrodes into the model. Okay, OpenAI ChatGPT Mac OS desktop app can now read from various developers. Oh, I mentioned this before. Okay, this feature allows developers to use ChatGPT as a coding copilot without copy-paste. It's available to Plus and Teams users. Oh, I'm a Plus user, so I can try it. Okay, this guy is amazing. Shawn Wang. I used his writings, for example, the AI News newsletter, which is a daily newsletter. The company behind this newsletter is called Small. You see, it has some news. He also publishes in other places. He is followed by the top people in AI. I highly recommend you to go, if you're on Twitter, and follow him. And yeah, and I want to cite his recent article. GPT wrappers are doing really good financially, despite the fact that OpenAI provides tools so anyone can create their own GPTs, right? But look at model wrappers like Perplexity, Harvey Cognition, Cursor. They're valued at like more than $2 billion each. So they're doing very good. They are not developing models themselves. They're using the models. For example, Perplexity has multiple models. Recently, they're using Claude in their professional. And so Perplexity is like a search engine, but at the same time, it uses AI models and it allows it to answer all kinds of questions while also having access to the recent data. It's kind of like Google Gemini in this regard, right? But there are model training startups, and they may be surviving, but not doing as well as the wrappers. Like, for example, Stability, which of course is a very famous model, Stability AI from UK, and they created the model for image generation from text, and they were extremely famous, but financially they were not doing good, and at some point they were almost bankrupt. Codium now is more than 1 billion billion dollar valuation. And what they're doing, it's well, its application, well, it used to be extension. Well, they still provide extension to the editor for writing code, like Copilot. But at some point they wanted to create their own model, but now they consider the strategy of training their own first-party models as a mistake. Bolt New went from 0 to more than 4, is it million? Yeah, annual return, whatever it's called, revenue, in 1 month wrapping Claude Sonnet. Anyway, so it looks like a very viable business model is don't train your own model, just provide several models or use them under the hood, but concentrate on providing the service, on user interface, make it good, attractive for users. Anyway, so Shawn Wang, he's known as Swix. Well, SW is Shawn Wang, YX, I guess it's his name in Chinese or something. So he writes on Latent Space, a series called AI Engineer. Again, amazing guy. His company is San Francisco, I believe. So Tmux, I'm not using it, but some people really like it. There was several videos recently. So this is a terminal multiplexer. If you like to work in Unix and connect to different Unix servers, you may find it very useful. So what you do, you connect to a remote server, and from there you open multiple windows, and then you can disconnect, close your laptop, go somewhere, open, and with one command reconnect and have all your windows pop up and live. So it's a good tool. There is another tool which is GNU Screen, which I didn't like, but Tmux is much better. Okay, next, somebody recommended me this person, Benedict Evans, and he is a well-known technology analyst and former partner and Andreessen Horowitz. So he's known for his analysis. There are a lot of publications, videos on YouTube, very reasonable, very knowledgeable, very insightful. I actually recommend you to maybe find him and watch some of his videos. Now, crowdsource arena leaderboard, I now compressed into one slide just to show you the top ones. So for English only queries and coding. And you see that although Gemini experimental from November 21 is first overall, but if I consider only English or coding, it's not on the first place. In fact, so it's on the second place for English only queries. And where is it? I don't even see it like for coding. Oh, no. Here it is. Right. 1, 2, 3 on the third place. The first places are on OpenAI still. So OpenAI still a good bet. Also Claude. I really like Claude. Anyway, tech layoffs haven't changed on their website, so it still looks the same. This year it's less layoff than it was last year. And this is me as usual, and thank you.